Our Wendy's male high school athlete of the week. He's coming off of a 143-yard rushing performance on just 8 carries, 3 total touchdowns against the Manhattan Indians this past Friday night. Hayden, senior running back and defensive back, Desmond Purnell. And Desmond, let's get right into this past Friday's game against Manhattan. We just gave you the stats. What was working so well for you against Manhattan in Hayden's win this past weekend?
Well, the whole week of practice, we just been working on the linemen, just making sure they have their assignments, and then they made all the blocks, and then I made the plays.
You had one of the biggest highlights of the night. It was a 79-yard touchdown run midway through the second quarter. Take us through a play like that. What's happening when you finally break through the defensive line, and then what's kind of running through your head as you're running down the field with nobody in front of you?
Just like a better speed up so nobody can catch me. Once I see the hole, I just hit it. So.
It wasn't just you, of course, who was playing so well for Hayden the other day. It was Jaden Rayner, one of the other backs for the Wildcats. Your offensive line was playing well. It was really a whole team effort. What has been clicking for your group so far this year, starting out 2-1, and how has that really built up over the first few weeks of the season?
It's just everybody knowing their assignments, and once we have that down, pretty sure we all can make big plays.
We're talking to Desmond Purnell. He is our Wendy's high school male athlete of the week this week. Looking back to last season, you're already an all-city top 11 pick, and you're on pace to be that again this season. What were some of your goals entering the year, already knowing you had some of those individual honors so far?
Well, our major team goal is just to go to state and win that. And then my individual is just possibly helping the team out as best as I can.
You've made an impact not just offensively. We're talking about all these big plays as running back, but defensively as well. First drive of the season, I believe it was, in the opener against Emporia, you returned an interception for a touchdown. How important is it for you to be able to make an impact, not just at the position where you always make the flashy plays at running back, but on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively?
It just gets our whole team fired up because whenever I make a big play, everybody else starts making big plays too, and it just helps.
And that's been a big deal for Hayden this year. So many big plays. And you had a game in week 2, a really close game against Seaman. You guys came up just short. What kind of lessons do you take personally from a game like that where you performed well individually, but the team came up just a little bit short? What do you take from games like that you try to build going forward?
Just know that we have to lock in more and just make sure that we just know all of our assignments.
Desmond Purnell is our guest. He is our Wendy's male high school athlete of the week. You mentioned that the goal for the team is to get to state this coming season. Well, last year you guys had a phenomenal season. You went to the sub-state round of the state semifinals and came up just short against a really good Perry-Lecompton team. What do you think you can do more this season to help get all the way to the state championship game? And what do you think as a team you guys are trying to accomplish to just get over that last little hump?
Just make sure that we try hard in practice, make sure that we're well conditioned, and that we know our assignments.
Give me a little background here for your football career. We'll get to the future here in just a moment because I know you have high aspirations for yourself. But take me back before this season, before last year's top 11. When did you first start getting into the game of football, and when did you realize it was something, I could really make a living doing this for the near future?
Well, ever since I was little, I've been playing football, and I usually get it from my dad and my 2 older brothers, and those are the people who most influenced me about it.
So if you have older brothers and a dad, then were you always the one who was picked on a little bit growing up and the one playing stuff? I would have to imagine that kind of helps you develop a thick skin for one, but also going up against guys who are so much bigger than you, that's got to help you out with the physical development, right?
Yeah, they just help me out a lot, just make sure I have tough skin, not let anything get to my head.
I know you've got big aspirations, Desmond, for your future. You're a senior at Hayden this year, and I know just from a look at your social media, from your Twitter bio, you're looking to find a home for college football when you're done at Hayden. Have you looked into any programs or heard from any programs so far that you're interested in, or do you just have a type of school in particular you'd be looking for?
As of right now, probably I've been getting some mail from K-State, and I really do appreciate that. But, yeah, that's about it.
If you were asked what position do you want to play, because again, you play both offensively and defensively for Hayden, do you have a preference either side of the ball, or for you is it more as long as I get on the field, it's worth it?
Yeah, as long as I get on the field, it's worth it. That's what I like.
Have you been able to talk to any of your former teammates who have gone on to play college ball or who have decided not to for any reason for some advice about the process?
Yeah, they just told me to just make sure I keep my head up and just stay strong throughout it.
It's been a really strong start to the year for Desmond Purnell and the Hayden Wildcats. They're 2-1. Desmond's got 10 total touchdowns on the season, and he is this week's Wendy's Male High School Athlete of the Week. Desmond, thank you so much for the time, and good luck the rest of the season.
All right. Thank you so much.